Hello there and welcome back to No Man's Sky. Yes, we're ready to continue our No Man's Sky playthrough for today. Should be a lot of fun. Hopefully. Anyway, we're gonna do some base building to follow the tutorial, and maybe we'll do a little bit more base building after that, and we'll kind of see what we get on with this. We'll go ahead and load our save here. And like I said, we'll see what happens. No Man's Sky. Alright, and here we are. Also, just a quick little note. If you ever hear any like cutouts in audio and stuff like that, that's just me tabbing out. And this game has audio focus loss forced upon you. So we just kind of have to deal with it. So this is what we did last time. We had... Oh, wow. That is a crazy. I can barely see them crystals. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, I can barely see them. They're almost the same color. The ocean, it glows with anticipation. Okay. So this is kind of where we left off last time. We're still doing the tutorial and stuff like that. It does take a while to do, but we're going to do some base building, which looks fun. So we need to build foundations from timber. Build foundations from timber floor panels. Okay, so we're going to access the build menu here. We got some timber floor panels, which just take a bit of carbon. Oh wow, this type of base building is a lot cheaper. Shut up. I do what I want. Just kidding. Okay, kind of, now, the thing I've noticed about this game is when I'm building, and I've also confirmed with other people as well, when you're building on this game, the very first piece that starts your grid, that is how your base is going to be, because it's all on a grid system. Now, you can, obviously, you don't have to build on the grid system. You can figure out ways to get around it, but I like to build on the grid system, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. But yeah, it wants us to to place this. So I'm kind of figuring out, I might place a piece just to get it started. It'd be nice if I could build it a little higher. But I suppose it's just a floor. Do they have any foundations? No, they just have... Oh, there is not a single foundation. Not a one. Okay, well, this is what we're stuck with, so... let's see, find the highest point, I suppose. Yeah, I kind of want it to face that way so that when we go across this gap here, it's this can be like the centering point. It's always the hardest piece to place for me when I'm building bases and stuff. It's always the hardest piece for me to place is the very first piece. So roughly the center-ish, we're going to go here. And there we go, we've placed our first piece. So now it wants us to put up some timber walls, which are just these. So 3 timber walls, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, incoming rainstorm coming. Build a roof, quick. I think that's scripted, to be honest. There we go. Get a roof. And then build a door, which we're out of pure ferrite, so we need to make that in our inventory. Actually, sorry, in our, not in our inventory, in our portable miner, which we will throw out here. Okay, portable miner. Got to put in some fuel first. So fuel, ferrite dust, which will get us pure ferrite. I don't want all of that. Let's do 50. We can get some more. Okay. Oh, there's a rainstorm. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's just a normal rainstorm. Oh wow, it's a hot rainstorm. Ah! Woo! It is very hot out there. It's a fiery rainstorm. Too bad when you're in here, you can't see it pouring down. Okay. It's a very hot rainstorm. Alright, put that in my exosuit, put that in my exosuit. We'll just leave that there for now. quickly, let's get a door on there before our eyes melt. Alright, we got our door. Okay, base archives updated. Return to the base computer. I will in a second. Let me get my vision back. It's actually kind of dark in here. I like this door. That door is really cool. I enjoy that. Okay, so base computer. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit Z, and then we're going to hit C to modify our base, basically. And then we're going to click this, and let's bring it inside. It's always hard to tell where the screen's going to be. I think it's something like this, though. You kind of want to have it angled. If I placed it correctly, that is. I don't have a flashlight. We can do that a little bit better. Okay, that. Just like, yeah, I had to. If for some reason it wanted me to do it that way, I don't know why. Did that do correctly? That did not do correctly. Does it just? Oh, the storm's clearing. Okay. Is it just kind of random? Oh, there's my flashlight. Oh, there we go. We finally got it. Okay. That's exactly what I wanted. Alright. Return to the base computer. Okay. So, accessing log from previous user. Additional archives are recovered. Entry blank as follows. Construction largely a success. Recovered salvage data from nearby. Plans logged. Scans indicate subterranean devices. Begin search. Extract the plans. Whoever recorded these logs evidently had some success. I have to access their plans, and perhaps I can learn from their efforts. Ooh, construction research unit. So we need magnetized ferrite and carbon nanotubes. And then exospace guide alert expanding base. Look at that freaking base. That actually looks pretty cool. I like it. Okay. So, good thing the rainstorm has cleared, but yeah, it is very blue on this planet. Very blue. Something like that. Look at our little shack, though. We got a little shack. Not bad, not bad. It's a little weird looking, but yeah, who cares, right? Alright, so now we need to construct this. So we need magnetized ferrite and carbon nanotubes. So, inside our inventory, we have 22 ferrite. We're going to have to go get some more. Now, since we decided to do an island planet, we have no resources here. So, what we're going to have to do is we are going to have to get in our ship and go get some ferrite. Let's go ahead and take off here. Now, we need to watch our fuel and stuff like that. Now, our launch thrusters are at 0, so wherever we land, we're going to have to get some more materials so we can launch again. Takes a lot of fuel to launch, apparently. This looks like a good spot. Let's go ahead and land here. Okay, now we're stuck. So now we have to get some more fuel. Okay, so in order to make the fuel we need to launch again, we need Starship launch fuel, which is dihydrogen in metal plating. So we just need to make some metal plating. How much dihydrogen do we have? We have more than 40, clearly. Dihydrogen, we have 89. Okay. So we need some more ferrite dust so we can make 2 more metal platings, which we can get ferrite dust from a lot of these different things. Oops. And we'll just go mining around and whatnot. Get some carbon. Can always use more carbon. We need condensed carbon, so. The devs knew what they were doing when they were building that plant. I'm not gonna say. We scanned that. We have. Okay. Just making sure we scanned everything. Yeah, we need dihydrogen and ferrite dust anyway, so it's not like it's a big deal. Oh, over by our ship there was some rocks and stuff that have ferrite dust, but there was also, I think, some carbon. Or not carbon. What was it called? I forgot. That thing glows. Yeah, those are sodium. That's it. And it's the other yellow. We'll mine that rock too while we wait, don't we? Yes, give me all this. All this sodium. We need sodium for a lot of different things too, so it's good to have a nice little feel to this stuff. Eventually we can do farms and things. That'll be cool. Sorry, spoiled a little bit. Oh yeah, one thing you'll know about this game. I don't know how good it is in single player. Hopefully it's much better. But in multiplayer, modifying terrain is the most infuriating thing in the history of anything being infuriating. I came very close to raging out yesterday. I was playing with a friend and he got offline to go to bed. And I was just I was like, okay, I'll just take this time since I'm still awake. I don't really feel tired anyway, so I'll just build up my base a little bit. So I was building a subterranean base, which is what we're going to attempt here as well, because I kind of want to compare the two anyway. Oh, I need an advanced mining laser for that. That one too. And I was modifying the terrain, and because of the area I'm in, it's in multiplayer. A lot of multiplayer people land on the planet because it's a very popular planet when it comes to getting a different starship. It's very, very popular, and especially it's got raw materials, but it's got rare raw materials on it. So, people are there for that too and stuff like that. And every time I would, I'd got my subterranean base built for about the size that I wanted for the rooms and stuff. It's not very big either. It's pretty small, and it's my only base. Actually, no, that's a lie. That's my second base that I built. But I destroyed the first base that I built just so I could modify the other one without having to go get a whole bunch more materials because I wasn't going to use that first base anymore, other than as like a little outpost. But yeah, it was my second base that I actually built up. I have 3 bases technically. One of them's just another like outpost, just to teleport to another planet. But I was using it, and it was just like, okay, I got this all. I didn't dig it out. I used the buildings to dig it out for me because that's what it does. Which you think, oh well, why didn't you just dig it out first? And it's like, oh whatever. You don't understand. So I used that, and then I had to dig out my base because a person had landed on the planet. You get little notifications on where people are landing in a system and stuff. I was like, okay, and it trapped me. So I dug it all out, and then I go to leave, and it all reappears again. The whole entire terrain refixes itself, and then for a second time. So I dig it all out, and then it does it again, and I dig it all out, place my batteries because I'm trying to make this base work. And then it appears again, and I dig it all out, and it appears again, and I threw my hands up in the air. I, came very close to raging very hard, and I just quit the game because I was like, I'm done. I'm done for tonight. I'm starting to get tired. I'm starting to get cranky. I'm like a 2-year-old. I'm just gonna quit before I actually become a 2-year-old and throw a little temper tantrum, because when you do all that work and you dig out your base 4 freaking times in a row because the terrain keeps coming back, because I think it's because people are landing on the planet, and the planet comes into view for them when they go to land, and all the terrain shows, because it's a local thing, right? At least this is the way I understand it. I did some research and stuff like that too on it. And the terrain modifications that you make are saved to your local save. And since it's multiplayer, what ends up happening is the other players don't have that terrain modification saved to their local either. So what ends up happening is the world loads in for them, and all that other stuff, and it just puts it back to what the game knows the terrain to be, because that planet's already been rendered, and plus it's for the event, so obviously it's probably got like a save somewhere up in the cloud for the server and for the event stuff. So it's one of them things. I've modified it so many times, but what I did notice is when everything calmed down, the base stayed dug up for a little bit. It was only when people were coming into the system that probably haven't been there yet. And of course, that's not their fault. It's the game's fault for the handling of the way it handles that terrain modification. Honestly, the terrain modification, if it's going to be multiplayer like that, it should be, it should be, that kind of data should be handled a lot better. I'm not exactly sure how it should be handled. Obviously, obviously your inventory is full too. Oh yeah, our inventory is very full. We don't have any slots left, is what I mean. So we're gonna have to put some stuff in our ship. I'll have to find another one of them rocks. I found an unidentified material rock, so yeah, scan it. All of them have been scanned. What are you running from? You're a massive creature. Whatever you're running from, I better get the heck out of here. Okay, so now we need to make... well, first we need to put some stuff in our ship. We don't have to get in our ship to access the inventory, but I find it fun. So Tritarium, this is... it's for pulse engines, so we're going to leave that in the ship. Oh, we do have some Starship launch fuel. We have one. Oh, that... Jeez, okay. Oh, we can make it in here. Alright. So we're going to make some more of this. So we just need some metal plating. I'm going to make 3. Build. 2, 3. And then we're going to then make launch fuel. Okay. And then we'll keep that on our ship. So we got some launch fuel. I didn't want to use all of my dihydrogen though, so I don't know how much I have. We have a decent amount of ferrite dust, so there's that. Yeah, we need to. So basically, to make the magnetized ferrite, you take the pure ferrite, and yeah, it already says it right there. You place the pure ferrite in the portable miner. So okay, now we just got to find our base that we modified, or that our island that we modified for our base. Oh wait, I should have a marker. No, I don't have a marker. I need to put up... Oh, there it is. Okay. I need to change that. I don't know what the heck kind of name. I can't even pronounce that, man. Alright, we'll go ahead and land over here so that we stay out of the way. Did you see the terrain disappear? Or it was there for a minute and it disappeared? Okay, back over here. So then we're going to take our pure ferrite and we're going to make... Yeah, just being in that. We'll just make it all. Oh, we needed to make 20, so there you go. Put that in there. Okay. So now we need to craft some carbon nanotubes. We'll craft that in the ship's inventory here. Actually, you know what? Where's the stuff for my ship? So that's life support gel. That's for us. I thought I had some living slime. I need to put that in my starship for right now. What the heck? No, yeah, give me a minute. Okay, carbon nanotubes. We need 1. Okay, carbon nanotubes. Deploy construction research unit. All right. Oops. And then we got our little construction unit here. We'll just put that inside of our little box. This looks good. Alright, nice. Okay, so construction research unit, we need to access it. Analysis Unit Online. Diagnostic suggestion. User should recover salvage data from buried technology. Equip and utilize in Analysis Visor. Research buildable technology. Okay, so this was in the event too. So basically, you take your salvage data that you get. You can also get it from completing missions and stuff, and then you use that to buy all this different stuff. So the thing they want us to buy, I bet, is that portable, that base teleporter. But that's not the only thing. You also have all these. We can make some thin walls. We got all kinds of cool looking stuff for the timber. Now the event ones that we were using were. Oh, they're not in here. Okay, so we've only got the timber structures, stone structures, alloy structures, and core habitat tech. Okay, but yeah, we can buy some cool stuff. So we don't have any research data, of course. And then that's a cool little gadget. We can also do research structures. Oh, that does the same thing. It's just more defined. No, more refined. Search, I guess. Whatever. Okay, so now we use F to search, and we need to find certain icons that we're going to see here. So there's hummock sap. We don't want that. Armored clam. Magnetized ferrite deposit. That might be a place to go. But I only have so much launch fuel, so I don't want to waste it. We probably have a marker somewhere. What was that? Exosuit guidance. I keep getting this other mission, and I need to check it out. Oh, I don't have a secondary mission. So what the... Oh, did it just want us to check this out? I don't know. Yeah, we need to find buried technology, which I believe looks like a Wi-Fi icon, so... That's what if I remember correctly, that's what we're looking for. Toggle objects. I don't understand. I don't understand what it's trying to get me to do over there. Okay, so we need to. We'll go ahead and scan the area. Let's see what it gives us. Okay, we need to go somewhere else because we're not getting anything here. Alright, we'll go over to that minor settlement. Crystal? What the heck is that thing? Crystal sulfide. Oh, now we're scanning underwater life. Right there. I don't know. I tried to mine it. Yeah, we gotta recharge our mining beam. Technology recharge. Okay, well, where was that that ferrite deposit? Yeah, let's go ahead and tag that. I don't know if we'll see it on the ship, but I know it was generally this direction. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's like that'd be a good thing to mine because that's used a lot for base building and stuff. So we'll go ahead and land here. Ooh, we can learn a word as well. There's a little word thing over here. Yeah, so we access these and we can learn languages. You have learned the Viking word for thee. Alright, sweet. So now when we talk, we can get thee. So just, common words. You start out learning common words and you can learn more advanced ones later. There's that deposit. What's this? Copper. Ooh, we need copper. We need copper like no tomorrow. Alright. Now what's this to scan this rock here? Just make sure there's no other life around here. The other thing we need to look for as well is there's alright, we're gonna tag that and we'll go over to it in a minute. So now, oops, I guess we'll get rid of this too. Get rid of these out of the way. Mind that big tree. I love how it shakes like crazy. Oops, overheat. Okay, so now we're going to switch over to the terrain manipulation tool and have it on mine. And then RT. Yeah, I want to mine it big. Okay, so we can just get rid of it really quickly. Now we don't want to modify too much. We just want to modify enough until we get all the resources out of it. That looks like it. Okay. Let's go over to that copper that we've seen over here. There it is. So we need copper like crazy too. Sweet. Alright. So how far is that? We could go on foot. We probably should go on foot. Let's switch this back to the mining beam. Ooh, there's another word. We can do word. Oh, there's a few of them. Oh, there. I'm just looking for more stuff to scan. Alright, what word are we going to learn today? Viking word for is. Journey milestone completed. Oh, sweet. We get a little reward. So we go over to our log. Or not our logs, our catalog guide. Journey milestone. Total milestones 3. Oh, do we not get anything for that? Oh. Okay. I guess it's not like the event where we actually get really awesome rewards. Oop. Something to scan there. Where was that other one? Right there. There's a lot of these different rocks to scan. Oh, there's something. Oh, another Venus flytrap type on this planet too. They're freaking everywhere. The Viking word for 2. Hey. We might be able to form a sentence if we keep this up. Go away. These things, we've scanned those things, yeah. Okay. Alright. Vitaness. Now hopefully we can just grab this. Sometimes you can just grab them. They're either already uncovered or they're just below the surface. Oh. They're close enough that you can just... Boop. Very nice. Alright, we got some salvage data. I was hoping it'd be in its hole, but... I guess that's nothing. Okay. Huh, anyway. Oh. No, we need to get out of here. Those rainstorms are no joke. But there's a cargo drop I must get to. Yep, access it. Ah, balls. What can we get rid of? Nothing really. I want to keep it all. Okay, well, we'll have to worry about that later then. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no, since I don't have any free slots. Yeah, I just don't have any free slots at all. Yeah, I know. And my ship's too far. That's okay, we'll just leave it. It's probably nothing all that exciting anyway. Now, most people would say, well, you can call your ship. Yeah, but we're very limited on launch fuel. So, and calling your ship to you does use launch fuel as well. By the way, 237 degrees Fahrenheit. Jeez, it is warm. Why is the freaking rain made of lava? It's probably what it is. It's probably lava rain. Just dropping massive, those massive freaking things of just um, just magma on top of you. Alright, getting back on our ship will help. Just freaking magma rain. Okay, so now we need to spend the salvage data at our thing. As you can say. Use the launch fuel. 25% each. Every launch. Which is crazy. Okay, get inside. Run! Alright. So much nicer in here. We need to charge this too, so we'll charge that with some oxygen. There we go. Alright, sweet. And then over here, analysis unit online, diagnostic suggestion, user should recover salvage data from buried technology. Equipment here. What did it want us to buy? Inventory management, free slots, disregard items. Well, no. Spend salvage data at a construction unit. Use the data to learn new construction blueprints. Oh, it wants us to just buy something, I suppose. I thought it wanted just to buy something specific. We can't buy that. We could look for another one. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Okay, we'll just for now, we'll just buy something. What should we buy? We have the timber rectangular door. Another. Oh, that's only one. Timber ramps. Small timber panel. I don't want to buy any of this. No stone walls neither. We're already with timber. We might as well stick with it. Huh? Of course, we could just go straight to the alloy stuff. The alloy stuff looks better anyway, because it is a space game. Although, the timber structures do look pretty good. But I'm thinking since it's like, since we're getting like magma rain, probably wood is not the best. So let's buy an alloy wall. And that requires ferrite dust. Okay, so it's fairly cheap. Alright, we used our salvage data. Now what? Habitation program initializing. Place your new base component. Access the build menu with Z. I guess we'll just, you know what I'll do? We'll do this. Hit the delete key on that. We get our carbon back. Ferrite is better anyway. Can I snap this on the side? Yes, I can. That looks much better anyway. I like that. Your base can be renamed. Interact with your base computer to name your base. Yeah, we already knew that. We need to name it anyway. What should we name this? Oh, what's the name of the planet? That I'm on. Pretty forgotten. Let me find out. Oh, we go over to This one. Discoveries. Okay. A mist. Let's change the name. A mist X. It's just a mist, bro. Except. Alright. And then, discovery uploaded. So a mist X. Alright. So then we'll go back into here. Go back into our thing. And then... then amidst a manor. How about that? That a pretty good name? Alright. I like how we have like a mix. The doors are pretty technological. Okay, the rainstorm's over. Alright, what's next? Explore the planet to locate buried technology. So we need more multi-tool more technology. Another one. Look, you've already taught me that. What do you want me to buy? Is it gonna unlock something new? Alright, we'll go ahead and land over here. Oh, too fast. Ooh, let's land near this thing that's smoking. We might get some cool stuff. Plus we need to drop off some inventory, or we can drop off inventory as well, so. Get some sodium. Damaged parts, we can put that on our starship. Alright, what are we gonna get? Projectile ammunition, nice. Damage technology. Repair damage technology. Residual goop, put that in our ship. Life support gel. Nanites. Was it just nanites? Yep, it's just nanites. Okay. Oop, there's some buried technology right there. Nice. E to tag. Okay. There's some more stuff over here. Put that in my starship. Yeah, sometimes you can search them again, sometimes you can't. We got a Corvax casing, which is just mainly just use that for selling. Because we don't really have much of use for it right now anyway. Alright, take out our gun, switch it over to the mining beam. Alright, got some salvage data out of that. Very, very nice. Oh, we got 2 salvage data out of it. Oh, that was scripted, wasn't it? Is there any more buried Ooh, let's mark that. Well, we don't have any more launch fuel. Need a buried cache. Oh, hello there. But yeah, I'm looking for more salvage tech. There's a cargo drop over here. Oh, we've already got... No, we didn't get it. Holy crap, there's a lot of stuff over here. Okay, put that in my ship. Condensed carbon. A Viking effigy. Nice. Oh, jeez. Nasty. There's so many cargo drops over here, though. We can learn a new word. Yeah. It's good that we're learning words as well. Viking word for death. Fancy. Now, if they say death to you, we can at least learn death too, and then we can try and guess what they're trying to say. What else was there? There was another word of power over here. I'm calling it words of power. This ain't freaking Skyrim. This is like a... That's, I guess, a Skyrim-like, supposedly. Oh, that one's really far, actually. Didn't expect it to be so far. Hmm. Alright. Ooh, we got a lot of plants we can get stuff from over there. Hmm. Oh, pff, went right by it. Didn't even see it. The word for eye. Oh, sweet. Journey milestone complete. Learned 8 words. Holy crap. Oh no, that's what we've learned. Oh, I thought it gave us eight more words. I was like, oh, that's awesome. No. It's just what we've learned there. Yeah, we need this sodium bad. Sodium's used for a lot of awesome stuff, and it's good that we have all these sodium-rich planets. These tiny little planets, sodium-rich plants. Very nice. Just grab it all. Like how the screen shakes every time I take some. Jeez, dude. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Can you wait your turn? Oh, heck yes. So many freaking plants, man. Yeah, they're all hiding in the grass here. I think we got them all. Jeez, man. That's a lot of sodium. I mean, that's not a lot of sodium. I can go through that pretty quickly, actually. Now we learned that word. No, we didn't learn this one. This one's not. It's not lit up. That means we haven't visited it yet. Viking word for you. Now, if he says death to you, we'll know what he's talking about. Oh, there's some more buried treasure. I kind of want to go to it. Let's do it. It's not that far away. Yeah, kind of get ahead of the game just a wee bit. Because it keeps wanting us to go to... I guess the way I'm doing it is a little bit tougher than it was supposed to be. Any more buried treasure? Or buried treasure, sorry, any more of those? We got a cargo drop over there. We can mark that. Debris. Oh, got another one way over there. Let's go to this cargo drop first. Oh, we can't access this. Because of our... Yeah, no free slots. Yeah. I can't access that, unfortunately. Yeah, my ship's too far. Hold on, let's bring the ship here. Probably best to do that. Oh, there it is. Oh, they're at 0. Balls. Oh, we move on. If it didn't require me to do something with that stupid rust. Although, it's not really worth a lot, but it can be sold. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna head back. Let's just head back to our ship. What's this? Exosuit power surge boost. Woo! Nice. This gives you just long enough charge for you to get yourself real hurt. It's a long ways to our ship. Oh, those animals, though. Oh, another word? Can we learn another word? Yes, we can. It hasn't been lit up yet. Just on our way back to our ship, and we found another word. For pathetic. Now they can death to you, pathetic life form. Learn 10 words. I think we know the word for life form, or is it interloper? Yeah, it's interloper. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, it wants us to get a teleportation thing going. But yeah, we need some more launch fuel. Or we have some launch fuel, we just need to recharge it. Okay, inventory, recharge. Yeah, let's go. Now that I know one of those does 100%, I'm going to empty out my inventory completely. Or my launch fuel completely before I do that. Look at the terrain. The terrain does go back to what it's supposed to be, though. So I guess there's that. Can I land on the roof? Nope. Too fast? Oh, and landing, you can't land on top of the building, probably, huh? And I can't stop neither, so it's really hard. Okay, hold on. We need to redo our approach here. There we go. Redo our approach so that we can get a good landing area out of this. Okay. So now you can see that this wooden paneling does not have power available to it, but this, is that the power connector? I was gonna say this one doesn't, but this one does. I'm not really sure. So yeah, that now wants us to learn the teleporter. Buildable technology, teleporter. So now we can make a teleporter. We just need to make some carbon nanotubes and some metal plating. Alright. So, craft metal plating. I need to empty my inventory into this ship here a little bit. We probably don't need this. We'll transfer that to the ship. Let's see. This stuff is for... That's the ion battery. You know what? We'll save that for the starship to recharge shields. It's just a way better use for that. This can go in the ship. What's these? Projectile, we need that. Dihydrogen jelly. We'll keep that on us. Yeah, we'll just quick transfer this. Quick transfer this, because we don't need that. These crystals, we can analyze these crystals and get some material. Some dihydrogen, specifically. These... We don't need those on our person. We don't need these on our person. We don't need these on our person. Well... no. We don't need this on our person right now. The rest of this is kind of... stuff. We can craft more of these. There we go. Get rid of that dihydrogen jelly. Okay. Sweet! Okay, now we can go ahead and craft... Oop. Now we can go ahead and craft the metal plating we need. Okay, got the metal plating. Got the carbon. Got 2 carbon nanotubes. Okay, gather the sodium. Yep, now we can build the teleporter. This takes up a lot of space. Although I don't plan on expanding this very much further past it anyway, but I do want that inside. Okay, so now, supply the power base, learn biofuel reactor. That's the next one we need. Buildable technology, biofuel reactor. We do not have a salvage data though. We only have, because it took 2 to learn that, the teleporter. Oh. Oh, we have some salvage data. We have 2 more. Oh, did we get a reward? We might have gotten a reward for that. Completing the mission, so. Like I said, you can get this stuff for a reward. Can this not go... Oh, I need metal plating. I was just like, what the heck? Alright, craft some metal plating. Alright, get ourselves a bioreactor. So basically this is just a generator that you throw carbon into. Okay, so then we learn how to do the electrical, which is pretty easy actually. What was it? C and then Q, yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna have to run that through the wall, unfortunately. Nothing we can really do about that right now. And then we go ahead and charge our biofuel. It doesn't take much. Just takes 80 carbon, which we have plenty of carbon, so. And then you can see here that we're grid power usage 20 kp used, and we got 50 kp available. We don't have any batteries though, but we'll learn batteries eventually. Okay, so then what's the next mission? Learn electrical wiring. Oh. What? I just done it though. Electrical wiring? Oh. That was free. Okay. That's what it wanted me to do. I was curious what it was asking me to do. Objectives complete. Explore the planet and expand your base. Nice. That's just in time too. What's our next mission? Oh, updated your log. Let's read the computer. Accessing log from previous user. Additional archives recovered. Entry blank follows. Scanner detected unusual broadcast. Repeating 16 from the space station. Warning. End of archive. Records interrupted. The base computer archives reached their end. It seems there's nothing more I can learn from them. My predecessor appears to have left their base and headed to the space station. Alright, sweet. Investigate the space station, which is awesome. So follow the steps of the base computer's previous owner. Very nice. Okay. And we can take a little photo of our humble abode with the X menu, which gives us photo mode. Now you can actually go pretty far with this photo mode, which most games don't allow, so it can have that. And then I just want to get a photo mode for the thumbnail. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks fairly nice. I could put that up there, put that there. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Alright, let's go to the space station. I know I said I was gonna end it there, but I actually do want to see the space station. It's gonna be like a finisher, I guess. Let's go! Yeah, those are definitely NPCs. I think the first star system is probably all single player, which is actually pretty nice. So, yeah, now we head to the space station. Go ahead and take to the sky. Or take to the stars, I should say. Investigate the space station. Pilot towards it. Yeah, we can engage pulse jump. But we have to be outside the planet's atmosphere. So space station, we put our cursor over it basically. We hold space and it focuses in on it, and we know we've targeted it, and then we just take our hands off the controls, it'll do it itself. As you can see there, it curved around the planet, now it's going. Whee! Look at this space station, holy freaking crap, man. That's one heck of a space station. I like that. Let's go ahead and slow down to a crawl here. Or to a stop completely. So we're not moving at all. And then let's go into photo mode and let's get a photo of that bad boy. There's our ship. Nice. Got a nice image. All right, and then we go ahead and land in the space station. Now, of course, once we land, that's going to be it. I don't know exactly where the story's taking us, but that is going to be it for this episode because we have ran out of time, unfortunately, but it'll be a good segue into next episode. The music. Woo! And then this just does it automatically, so I don't have to do anything. Although I think it'd be funny if we could actually pilot in here if we wanted. So we go ahead and land. Nice. We hit E to get out. So these are all NPCs, by the way. Otherwise they'd have markers over them. Yeah, these are all NPC ships. Now I like this NPC ship. Really cool. Now the cool thing is that the game doesn't really tell you, I don't think, but you can actually straight up buy these guys' ship, or you can straight up trade if you want. So we can talk to this guy right here. So interloper, blah blah blah. We don't know. Why is the music going so hard? What the heck? We can talk to him. We can offer trade. We can make an offer on the Lifeform Starship. So you can also recruit them as we can also recruit them as a squadron. So whenever we fly, they can fly with us into battle and stuff. But we can make an offer, and basically we can look at their ship. So there's a C class. It has some decent potential damage, some decent shields. The hyperdrive range is pretty low, and maneuverability is mid-range or so. They do have an S-class shield module though, which gives them plus 30% shields, and look at all the inventory space compared to ours. So what we can do is we can go negotiate price, and basically this is just comparing the two. Now obviously we can't afford it. We don't have 1.4 million or 4.8 million. So yeah, here's the two different ships, technology size and whatnot. So their technology, they got is that the same amount of slots, or the 1, 2, 3, 4, and we went to 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they have a few more slots than we do. They do have better damage potential. The shields are the same. The hyperdrive range is the same. The maneuverability, we have a slightly more maneuverability. But I bet it's faster. And the cost, yeah. So basically the game does the cost, and it says 1.4 million. So if we do straight ship trade for trade, we'd have to pay him 1.4 million units in order for that to be a fair trade. Or we could just straight up buy it from him for 4.8, which is what the price is. So obviously we don't have it, not that I would anyway, so we're going to refuse. Don't worry about refusing. It's just a thing, just a decline. We can also look at this guy's ship. This guy's ship is actually pretty cool too. It's the same. That's the same type of ship, just this one has different wings on it. That's pretty cool. And we got another ship exactly like that one. And this one's probably even more expensive. Yeah, we'll just do that. So yeah, pretty cool. Explore the space station, find life forms to ask about mysterious signal. We'll do that next time. Oh my gosh, then there's those ships that are just ugly, weird looking. I guess some people would be into it, but Yeah, those ships, they basically have arm segments on them, and they put stuff on the arms, which is kind of crazy. But there's our ship. Our ship's kind of short nose. It's like a pug. Reminds me of a pug, uh, a pug dog with the snout, the short snout. Anyway, like I said, that is going to be it for this episode of No Man's Sky. So next time we'll continue with the tutorial and stuff like that, and see what kind of adventures we can have next time. But like I said, that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.